Scream 2 was released just a year after the release of the original. This comes as no surprise due to the massive success of the original film. But more than simply being a case of blasting out a follow-up for quick cash, crafting the sequel proved to be a high-energy, less than predictable affair. That being said, let's look at some of the things you never knew went on behind the scenes of Scream 2.
Shh, did you hear that?
Number 1. The studio didn't want anyone to spoil the killer's identity so much that the cast didn't even know who the killer was until the last day of principal photography. They didn't even receive the last 10 pages of the script until it was time to shoot those scenes. When they did receive the script, it was printed on gray paper. This was in an attempt to prevent people from making illicit copies. In addition to all of this, the cast members had to sign confidentiality agreements. Number 2. When you talk about ad-libbing being written into scripts, you're usually looking at comedies with sections for actors known for improv being allowed to do their own thing. But in the Scream 2 screenplay, writer Kevin Williamson put a similar amount of trust in the master of horror, describing one scene as simply, "Wes Craven will make it scary." Number 3. Kevin Williamson already had the idea for a sequel while he was writing the original film. Principal photography for Scream 2 began only 6 months after the release of the original. Number 4. Sarah Michelle Gellar committed to being in the film before she'd even seen the script. Number 5. The first 40 pages of the original script somehow found its way onto the internet. Writer Kevin Williamson immediately began rewriting those pages, and the film's production began without a finished script. Number 6. After the original script being leaked on the internet, there were some major changes in the rewritten version. For instance, Mickey's character, instead of being one of the killers, was originally going to be one of the many victims. Number 7. So, who were the original killers? Well, let's just say Sydney is still having some major relationship problems. Originally, it was meant to be her boyfriend Derek, her friend Hallie, Billy Loomis's mother Debbie Salt, and finally, Cotton Weary. Number 8. Paulette Patterson, the usher handing out Ghostface costumes at the theater in the beginning of the film, actually won her role in the film from a contest that was sponsored by MTV. Number 9. Matthew Lillard visited the set of Scream 2 and actually makes a very small cameo. Hashtag Stu returns for Scream 5? Don't get your hopes up. Number 10. With the identity of the killer being withheld from even the cast of the film, cast members decided to take bets on who the killer was. David Arquette was the winner in the end. So, that's it for our list of things you probably didn't know about Scream 2. If there's any facts we've left out, let us know in the comments. Either way, we hope you enjoyed the video and will consider subscribing to our channel.